Hello and welcome. I'm Lorianne Lumby with Authentic Freedom Academy, and this is our weekly spiritual service, Friday, October 16th, 2020. And our theme today is, well, the word just got is self-containment, so I guess we'll leave it with that. Let's take a few moments of silence as we allow ourselves to arrive in this space. So I invite you to close your eyes. And to begin by drawing your awareness to your seat on the chair or the couch or the floor beneath you. Feeling that connection of support. Feeling the surface of the chair or the couch or the floor beneath your legs. Feeling the support of the chair or the couch along your lower back. And if you're able to feel the floor, feeling the floor touching the bottom of your feet. Feeling that sense of being anchored, of being grounded and held. And holding your attention in that place of connection. So you might feel the sense of your body resting and arriving at a place of peace and calm. Feeling that sense of being fully aware of your presence in this space, in this moment, and in this intention. In that place of connected awareness, I invite you to listen to these words from the German poet Rilke. She who reconciles the ill-matched threads of her life and weaves them gratefully into a single cloth. It's she who drives the loudmouths from the hall and clears it for a different celebration. A different celebration where the one guest is you. In the softness of evening, it's you she receives. You are the partner of her loneliness, the unspeaking center of her monologues. With each disclosure, you encompass more, and she stretches beyond what limits her to hold you. Those words perfectly reflect what I want to share in today's gathering. And I want to preface my words with a deep and profound awareness and insistence that the words I'm sharing are probably not for everyone. I am of the strong belief, and I teach, that each of us are here with our own unique calling, our own unique gifts, and our own unique contribution to the world. And those that are here on this planet today, we each have our own role to play in what I believe is the dying of the world as we have known it, so that we might create space for something new to come into form. Each of us are called in our own unique way to be present to that dying and unfolding. And the words that I want to share today are about a unique giftedness related to that unfolding, and a unique calling that is probably completely contrary to what our Western culture would want us to be doing, because this is a calling that has nothing to do with doing and everything to do with being. Now, we've covered this topic of being in this circle many, many times. And we're all in our own place with trying to allow more being into our lives and honoring that as a sacred act, especially in the midst of a culture that says we should be doing something all the time, and that our value is determined by what we're doing, and that we're paid for what we're doing. So therefore, if you're just being, you're not a productive member of society. But that is not true. When we understand that the divine that lives in and through us, for many, is an energy of being. And that there are profound gifts that are given to our world through those who know how to simply be. And we don't have to look very far in our world or very far in our history to see examples of this being. Buddhist monks, for example, spend most of their day simply being in meditation. Women and men in religious communities spend much of their day simply being in meditation and prayer. And there are some religious orders that dedicate their entire day to prayer and meditation. So this act of being for the sake of the world is not new. It's an ancient practice that we are being given an opportunity to reclaim, especially for those who feel that deep calling in the depth of their spirit, in our blood and in our bones, to be of service to the world in our being. Now, what that looks like is up to each and every individual. Some might be called to increase time in prayer or meditation or mindfulness. Others might be called to simply enjoy the gentle rhythm and simplicity of the human experience. I know for myself, this call of being has become louder and louder and more insistent, especially as the world out there becomes more and more insane. The loudmouths, as Rilke called them, seem to have the platform right now. For myself, this deepening call to being is impacting all of the ways in which I am throughout the day, what I give my energy and time to, and how I share my gifts. And the one thing at the heart of this invitation to being that I want to share is an experience that I've had and a knowledge and understanding that as we disconnect from the outside world, as we disconnect from the expectations of doing, as we disconnect from distractions, as we disconnect from those things that are not life-giving, as we disconnect from those things that are soul-sucking, and as we gather those threads of our energy that has been attached to something outside of us, as we call those threads home, the power and the gifts that we have within ourselves are strengthened. In other words, when we are giving our energy away to things that are not reflective of our soul's being, our soul's calling, we are depleted. It's like we are an energy generator, and when we're plugged into something out here, it's drawing energy from us. It's taking energy away from us. It's taking the power that we have to be and to be of service to the world through our being. It's taking that power away and lessening, number one, the life force that we need to feel healthy and good in the world. And number two, the energy that we have to be of service to the world. So what I have been invited into is an even deeper practice of being, and of becoming almost vicious in the sense of not refusing to give my energy and attention to that which is not part of my soul's calling. And to be attentive to those things that are drawing energy off of me and bringing that energy back into myself so that I can better fulfill my calling at this time in our world. So for those that are hearing that calling to being, hearing that longing for fewer distractions, less chaos, fewer loud mouths, as Rilke called them, and are feeling called instead to nurture and cultivate that inner power that is within all of us. Now is the time to do that. And to help support you in that, we're going to move into a guided meditation that will help you connect with that power center and also provide a visualization and a practice that you can return to reconnect, to deepen, and to harness that energy that is already present within you. So for that guided meditation, I invite you to close your eyes. And to become aware that the purpose of this meditation is to give you an opportunity to connect with and access your own inner power. That power center that lives and dwells in the depth of your being. So with your eyes closed, I invite you to begin by taking 3 complete breaths. A deep breath inward and out. Inward and out. Inhaling and exhaling. I now invite you to draw your awareness into the center of your lower abdomen. Placing your consciousness, your awareness, your sight in the lowest part of your pelvic floor, inside your being. Continuing to hold your awareness in the lowest part of your pelvic floor, inside your physical body. I invite you to envision that area of your inner being as a shiny, shining gold vessel. Like a perfectly formed gold bowl that rests in the center and the lowest part of your pelvic floor. Allow yourself to understand that that golden vessel within you is the container and the holder of your sacred life force. That this is the vessel that guards and protects and holds as sacred the glory of the divinity that you are. Imagine that bowl as a sacred vessel, your own holy grail. Imagine yourself as your own high priestess, holding that sacred vessel within you while also holding it aloft in the palm of your hands as an offering, as an acknowledgement of its sacredness, of the gift that is this glory within you. This gift that not only fills you up, but also acts as your gift to humankind. This is your holy body, your holy blood, your holy sacredness, and the glory of the divine that you are. I now invite you to give yourself an opportunity to not only experience the vessel that holds your sacredness, but to see, envision, experience that sacredness itself. Allow yourself to peer into the center of that golden vessel, to see your glory. And to take a moment to allow that glory to reveal itself to you in its own unique form, in its own unique way. And we'll rest for silence for a moment as you allow that glory to be revealed. as that glory, as your glory is revealed to you. Allow yourself to examine how that makes you feel. Are there any emotions that are brought forth or stirred at the sight of your sacred glory? Are there thoughts or reflections that present themselves? Do you hear your mind projecting doubt or dispersions on that glory? As you have had an opportunity to be witness to your own unique divinity, I invite you in the silence of your own heart and your own mind to offer a prayer of gratitude, thanksgiving, acknowledgement, protection, or a promise that you want to offer to your divine self. And I now invite you to place a seal around that sacred vessel that holds your divine glory, a seal of protection, a seal of honor, a seal of holiness, a seal that will always remind you that that holy grail, that sacred divinity, is present within you at all times, and that you have accepted the calling to nurture, cultivate, and support that divine energy in your own unique way and in your own unique calling. And I want to seal today's practice with a repeat of these words from Rilke. She who reconciles the ill-matched threads of her life and weaves them gratefully into a single cloth. It's she who drives the loudmouths from the hall and clears it for a different celebration, where the one guest is you. In the softness of evening, it's you she receives. You are the partner of her loneliness, the unspeaking center of her monologues. With each disclosure, you encompass more, and she stretches beyond what limits her to hold you.